Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello Ben.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. All right, let me move to the new window real quick and set everything up. Had a had some stuff I needed to work on, so just kind of hop right over. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me share my screen. All right, let's go here, here. All right, that should be good. All right, January 13th. They removed Vim mode from this website. Like really sucks because I really that's like the redeeming feature of this website. All right, so February 3rd. February 3rd, 2025. Andrea. All right. Um, cool. Okay. And then so uh so a little bit of update, Bernard. With David with uh outside the pickle stuff. So last time when we met, the last SIG meeting, we talked about what was it called? Naming conventions. So um we're in the process of kind of standardizing and being consistent in whatever or try to be as consistent as we can. So basically any new subjects, any new predicates, et cetera, will follow certain formats, schemas, etc. And that's going to be documented. So I started writing that. I haven't done too much work on that, but I'm going to have that probably by Friday. And what kind of highlighted this is we have pipeline run and we have task run and then we have build and test run. But build should actually be either build run or all the runs need to be removed. We're going to try to make it so run is included because only build needs to be changed in that regard then. But I'm just letting you know that's kind of like where we're at in terms of the spec and what I'm currently working on spec wise. And then of course still doing the implementation type of stuff, which is the pickle side of things. I'm gonna try to have a bigger demo probably sometime later, but other than that, things have been going pretty well in that regard. So this is only going to be for the conformance test, and it's probably going to be more of an iterative approach where I only do like a few, like for instance, like the artifact events, and then I'll do the um test events, for example, rather than like just a one big massive PR, right? So that's kind of the plan, is what I'm thinking. So, so yeah, what about you? Any news from your end?
Um, no, I was pretty lazy and sick during this last period. Maybe tomorrow, I guess we have a meeting about implementation. I
Mhm.
will give you an update on
Great, great.
I should work on it tomorrow about using async API tools
Mhm.
to generate Markdown at least.
Okay.
With custom stuff. I was able to run it to use it to generate default implementation, but they are they are missing a lot of stuff like the default implementation for Rust, Python, Markdown, etc. It's why I would like to explore how to create
Oh,
custom
interesting.
template.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's probably the best bet, to be honest. Custom template is the road that I would go down. Because no default solution is ever going like unless you're making something that's very, very specific and very is done a lot, like for instance, like a web server, then going with the standard template, will probably work in those cases. But we are not that. We are a specification, so we need a lot of uniqueness based off of whatever we decide. So yeah, that makes total sense. Um, Okay, but that's definitely good to hear. So in terms of the V5 or zero point 0.5 roadmap, we're still kind of just like chugging away at it. Like I said, I'm going to add the naming convention. Um, and one thing we also need to do for this out, so we have one outstanding PR, which is changing past to success and fail to failure. Um, and we just need to have I don't know who this is. Oh, Brett. Yeah, we just need Brett to basically DCO sign this, and then we can merge that. So that should be good. I'll ping him directly on Slack, and we can move forward. So
Okay,
yeah.
good. Uh,
So yeah.
I I will tell it tomorrow, but on another project, I try to implement bridge between GitHub events and CD events also.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm trying to deploy it today, but
Awesome,
I have
awesome. Sounds
some
good.
issue with my host.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see and hear. Okay, cool. So yeah, I imagine that this will be a pretty short meeting. Like you said, we're still kind of like coming back. And the last meeting that we had, it was more of like it was just me and Andrea, but we just basically just talked a lot about like consistency, um, and and what and what that's going to look like. Um, and and yeah, let me see here. Wait, this is working group meeting.
About the name of artifact, one of the issue I have today with, for
Mhm.
example, test run, test build, is that we use two word, and we use camel camel case or Pascal case to separate those two words. But when we have those two, the predicate and the subject, it's become hard to have a bijection between one format to another format because we
Wait,
mixed.
which event?
By example, if you take task run started,
Test run or started?
you was on it. One of the issue I have with our naming convention is often we have um, artifact dot predicate. Sometimes sometimes it's all lowercase, sometimes it's a mix of uppercase. It depends. I already opened a ticket in the past about this topic.
Where is that? I'm not
And
seeing it in
if you look
here.
at the in the context, for example, if you look in the context, we have the type task run is in full lowercase,
Type task run.
the default value,
Uh
the
oh, you
dev.
mean the default? Yeah, this one, right?
Yes, yes, we have.
Yeah. I think the standard is this name is always supposed to be all lowercase from what I remember. Is there one where it's actually uppercase?
No, what I would like to say, it's from this type, we are not able to deduce, by example, the type in the subject, because in the type field in the subject is a mixed, is we have we convert a full lowercase into a Pascal case.
Yeah, but you just did two lower on both strings, and if they're the same, and as long as they're the same namespace, then it should be the same thing, right?
It's not the same thing. Currently in my in implementation, I create a lookup table to be able to go from one syntax to another one, because it's not a function. It's not uh, uppercase to lowercase. It's lowercase to capitalize some of the character. But
Oh,
which
are you
one?
talking about Open API, like how it does a lookup? Is that what you're saying, or what do you?
It's about consistency. But if we yeah, so we in this case, you are on the default field, and the name field task run is it's one word, full lowercase. But if you look in $ID, line 2, we
Line
have
two.
task dash run.
Oh, this.
And
Okay,
if you look
yeah.
below into if we look the file name, task run and started are not separated.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
And
what you're talking
into the
about.
schema name, we have an underscore, and into the type below.
Oh my
If you
God, that's horrible. Okay.
and if you scroll to the predicate part,
Okay, let me make note of this because I'm writing basically this right now. The naming conventions. This is the naming conventions this needs to be the same as well. This needs to be consistent. Okay, I will make note of that. Thank you for bringing that up. That is a good call out. Let's see.
I will go. I think I already created a ticket.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Please link that. Ensure that.
Uh,
Okay, I'm just writing a note because I'm writing this proposal right now. So, matches.
but yes, it was not only on this part. It was maybe on file name, etc. But
Right, right.
was the ticket 188, for example.
Okay, give me 1 second. Just writing some notes down. Okay. Um, you said 188.
Yes.
Okay, let's go here. 8. Okay, so I'm gonna give this example here. So in
Yes, 188 and 187. I create two.
oh two.
Yes,
Oh,
because there is one into the content of files and another one about the file name.
gotcha. Okay, let
It
me.
was
Okay, more. All right, I'm gonna call this.
187, the two.
All right,
Yes.
where is what the hell? I swear to God, I just added us. Did I not? Where did? Oh, it's in the wrong place. Whoop. Okay, here.
And there is missing. We also missing part. I didn't.
Okay. So 27th here. Okay, there we go. All right. So, agenda.
And often when I have for example, if I have task run in lowercase, I'm not able to extrapolate what is the value for the field type, the predicate in the
You said
subject.
187, right?
Yes, 188
Okay.
and 187. But I have yes another type, but I didn't. Maybe I don't open a ticket on this one.
It's not. It's just because it's a freaking tab. It's complaining. No. Okay. What is going on? Eh. All right. Come on.
And
What?
yes, and the other issue is how from a lowercase file name task run, by example,
Hmm.
how I know that the uh, artifact name is task run with capitalized R, because it's not, there is no bijection. So it's why I have to keep some kind of lookup tables, conversion
Right.
tables to know how. In this syntax, it is lowercase, but it become with, so I have, so it creates some.
Let me see. I just want to make sure. So alignment name between examples and schema, both with blank as separator snake case. So this is this. I'm just trying to understand. Oh, I see. Just okay. So for like conformance tests and whatnot. Yeah, I think we could probably do that. That might be good. I mean, we could probably restructure it. Like I said, I'm already working on this with Pickle. We could probably restructure this to be a lot easier. Like what I was thinking is right now we have conformance, right? And then we have all the JSON. So it kind of looks like this. It's like this flattened thing. But I wonder if it makes sense to instead have it be like, let's say we do pipeline run. And then here we could just do started or maybe we don't need that.
No, because started is a predicate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 0, 1 should be fine or just one. Um, let me think. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. I'm just wondering. Okay, I'll think about this some, and then we can figure it out. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, but that wasn't what you were talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to understand everything because like I said, this is what I'm working on right now. So I'm trying to understand everything. So what were you just talking about?
In my case, it's predicate should be one word. It could be a concatenation, but no.
No dashes or anything?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
issue
agreed.
with a
Yeah.
separator is as often we also add the predicate.
Hmm.
It's how we go from where we should split, retrieve the good
Yes,
value,
yes.
etc.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, like I said, the naming conventions will solve that. Like I actually started talking about that in my document on like separators. I haven't made a decision yet on whether or not we
yeah,
should use separators or not, but it'll be in a very structured format where everything will follow that format. So whatever we decide, and like I said, I'll ping you and as well as Andrea to kind of give a look at it if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'll have that by Friday, and then it'll help. It'll solve both of these issues that you're talking about, though. So, or three issues: the two issues that you have here, plus the separator issue that you were just speaking of.
because I will have I have the same issue with the generator today. We have some.
Gotcha, gotcha. I see. Yeah, yeah. This makes total sense. Yeah. I'll like I said, I'll publish that on Friday, and then we can start moving to those consistent, whatever we decide, consistent nature of things, and add a linter to ensure that we are following the right naming conventions as well. So we always want to make sure we have something automated that enforces these rules. So I will also add that as a task. So that'll be a separate issue. Need issue along with naming convention, automation, or linting. We'll just call it name convention linting. All right, perfect. All right, so I'll create an issue for that. Okay, that's really nice because that's very related to like what I'm working on right now. So, okay, cool, cool, cool. Was there anything else that you're running into in terms of spec wise with like consistency that you saw?
Um, oh, I forgot. I didn't create the ticket, but ID as I mentioned, I have to make it. Uh, no. Uh, when I create when I start working on the conversion between GitHub events to CD events, sometimes I ask myself some question about meaning when we say on some fields we have
Oh,
user
semantics, yeah.
user, so with it's the operator, the creator of the event. So I made
Hmm.
some assumption. Yes, there is also the the context. Yes, I ask myself a lot of questions how I should create the context, the value for not context, sorry, the source for context and the source for subject.
Hmm.
And should it be an HTTP URL, just a path, how I should make it? But it's this kind of question. I guess we will be more clear when we will try to create bridge or convert existing stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's still right now, it's still very vague, um, and ambiguous, both actually. So I think we need to, um, like I said, we'll get there. Like I said, CD events, it has a lot of kind of like problems that we're kind of like chipping away at, in terms of consistency, is concern, in terms of semantics, really. Like I've told Andrea this before that we need to be more opinionated. So when we say a user, we are very specific on what a user is. Specifically when we start moving out of things that aren't as concrete, like for instance, like a lot of like for example, what you just alluded to, which was the context. The context is actually just metadata. So it's really hard, but it's like required metadata. But it's like when you say like the context ID, like it's like what the hell is that? Like so it's like, or the context like the ID or the name or whatever it is, like what is that supposed to be? So I think we need to be a little bit more clear on that. And I remember too, when I first started looking at CDEvents, like that confused me a lot. Like me and a few of the engineers had to like do some like modeling, like taking real world um payloads, converting them to CDEvents just to see what it would look like, to kind of better understand how these fields could be used. But you're
Agree.
absolutely right, but because it's so up in the air, one tool can decide to use it one way, and another tool can decide to use it a completely different way. So I think we need to do a better job on documenting what these fields are. So yeah, I don't want to create another issue, but semantics need better clarity and definitions, especially context attributes. Yeah, I completely agree though. Okay. This is not really consistency though. So let me move this over
It's
some.
and everything related to semantic could not be checked by conversion, linter, or what else. So
Yeah.
it's really how stuff should be built.
Yeah. But this makes total sense. Like this is a known problem, unfortunately, that we need to address it at some point. Um, but yeah, we're doing that a little bit internally right now. So once we are able to like kind of like send off some PRs, we will help give some clarity on how we think these words or what we think these words mean, and then we can have the debate or the discussion on whether or not our choices of the definitions need to be extended or completely changed, etc. But we're actively working on this is what I'm getting at.
Yes, some things that could be useful. Last last week when I work on the translation, I dig a little bit more on package URL, PEP URL format.
Oh yeah.
And what helped me a lot when I use it, it's they provide a list of a lot of samples. Let's say
Mhm.
for Maven, it should look like this. For NPM, it should look like that, etc.
Mhm.
I see some inconsistency between them, but it helps a lot to know how I should translate
Use it.
or
Yeah.
use it. Yes.
Okay. All right. So here, let's see. Perl format provides good examples on how it's used. Okay. So I'll just do that. Okay, cool. So I like that. So that's something we could probably look into as well to kind of help add some clarity. Because right now, like I said, we moved the examples to conformance tests because they're not really examples; they're more for like conformance tests. But we actually need like an examples folder where it has like real life examples, kind of like explaining like, oh, this is how you're supposed to use like, when you convert a GitHub event, it will probably look something like this. But yeah, that also needs to happen. We recently moved our examples to conformance, given they weren't really examples. However, however, we still need examples for end users. Okay, cool. I will also create an issue for this. Need issue. uh okay. I'll also
If
create it for this.
if you want to take a quick look, where is the chat? Yeah, it.
What was that?
Apply. On Zoom, I share a link on the project I'm working on.
Mhm.
And in this project, it's where I try at first, yes, to translate. In the input section, I grab some GitHub events. I pseudonymize them, and I create the translator. And in the output, it's how it looks like the sum of the translation I made. So if you look at to release, by example, into the release folder, you can look at one examples.
Okay. Just any of them?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
It's the first try, so I try just to create some code. It's to help me to create. And the rules I use was in the CNV GitHub VRL GitHub events on the left.
Yeah. Okay.
Panel. You have all the rules I use.
Okay.
Below. You have the VRL files is used for the translation.
All right. I'm trying to look for them. Oh, these ones. Okay. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go over this more in the implementation sig. I'm kind of curious like how this is like, and maybe you can like even demo that. That'd be awesome. But yeah, okay. In terms of the spec though, seems like we have a few things that we need to address and kind of continue working on. What okay, so I will go ahead and get the naming convention stuff out, like I said, Friday. I'll be sure to tag you because it seems like you're running into these issues a lot. So hopefully this proposal or the standard will help alleviate some of that going forward when we start fixing them. And then if you have anything else, please let me know. And then if you create these issues, feel free to ping me too and link them to me. Cause like I said, like I was unaware that I didn't see these come in. So because like I said, unfortunately, my email, I have like so many, I watch so many repos. So like sometimes they get lost. So sometimes you might need to just like ping me. But yeah. Okay. Was there anything else? Because I didn't have much other than what I just talked about, which was mostly the naming convention, which, I didn't know like this was already something that you were thinking about.
One step after another. So
all right.
The naming would help.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, awesome. This sounds really, really good then. Okay, let's continue again. At the implementation sig, which is tomorrow. And then, like I said, we'll demo some things, talk about like, like the things I've been working on with Pickle, etc. And then kind of start expanding on what the next steps are for the proposal. So there's a proposal that's out right now, which is the message bus, but I feel like it still needs a lot of massaging basically, to get it in the right state. So what I think we should, like I said, I'll kind of go over like what we think what we should do there. But yeah, we need to kind of get more of a technical doc for like what the message bus looks like architecturally. So, but yeah, but other than that, yeah, if that's all you had, David, let's kind of close it up a little bit early, and then hopefully next week Andrea can be here, and then we can start chug away more at the 0.5 issues and try to get more of these like issues solved.
Okay, good.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow then, all right?
Yes.
All right, see you tomorrow. All right, have a good one.
No conflict.
What? Oh yeah, if no conflicts. All right. Yeah.
My side also.
All right, awesome.
See you. Bye.
All right, bye.